And what do you have to say for yourself?
I'm sorry, and it'll never happen again. Okay, well, it's Sunday morning, April the 3rd, I think. And Art and I called Gene last night and said, find us a church in Savannah. We want to go to church in the morning. So he did, and he found us the Dwelling Church is an art church here in Savannah. So we got an Uber in this morning and dropped us right off here. We're going to go in and have church services. Then after church, walk right up here and catch the bus and go get some groceries and do some walking around sightseeing.
Okay, it's Sunday afternoon. Sharon and I are with Jacob. Say hey, Jacob.
Howdy.
And we are here at Vinnie Van Gogo's. It's right here at Franklin Square here in Savannah. And we have been to church this morning, which is a whole nother story entirely. We'll get into that later on. However, we're here enjoying Jacob's company and hopefully some real good pizza. So if you're coming to Savannah, we'll give you a recommendation. It's kind of easy to find. It's right off Broughton. It's in the middle of the heart of the city. So check in with you later. So it's about 1:30 Sunday afternoon, and Sharon and I are here at the CAT bus terminal in Savannah, Georgia. And CAT stands for Chatham Area Transport. And we're going to catch the bus, and we're going to go back over to do some shopping in the Wilmington area. And that's what route number 10, 10. That's what route number 10 will do for us. But before we go, Sharon has a story she would like to share with you. So go ahead, Sharon.
Okay, we had a little snafu this morning.
We had a little
snafu. So we called Uber, and Uber came and picked us up at the marina to take us to church. We went to the Dwelling in Savannah. And so we get there, we jumped out of the Uber, go to walk into the church, and I'm like, where's my backpack? And I had left my backpack in the Uber car. So I snatched my phone out of my back pocket. Luckily, it wasn't in my backpack. And I was freaking out, trying to figure out how I'm going to get in touch with this Uber person to see about getting my bag back, because my wallet was in there with all of our credit cards and not a lot of money. I had some cash money in it. So I finally figured it out, and what you have to do, for those of you that, if this ever happens to you, you push your profile picture and it comes up do you need to contact Uber? And you go yes, and it says lost item, and you click yes, and it asks you to put a phone number in from where you can be reached, because sometimes people have left their phones in the Uber car. So I pushed that number in, and it said your Uber driver will not get your phone. And as soon as I hit submit, my phone number. Yeah. As soon as I hit submit, my phone rang, and it was a weird number, so I answered it, and it was Uber, and Uber made the call to me and then patched me into the driver. That way the driver doesn't get your phone number. So patched me through to him. He answers the phone. He goes, I got your bag. And I said, okay, can you bring it back to us at that church that you dropped us off at? And he said, yeah, I got another fare, but I'll be there about 10 or 15 minutes. I'm like, okay. So Art goes in and gets us a seat in church, and I stood outside and waited on him. Sure enough, he came, and I tipped him $10 from coming back. The fare was $16 to the church. I tipped him like $4, and then I tipped him another $10 when he brought me my bag back. And so I thanked him profusely, and gave him his tip. And later on, when we sat down for lunch, I got an email from Uber. So I opened it up, and it said, did you retrieve your lost item? And I said yes. And it said, okay, due to the driver being taken off of his route and not able to pick up fares, we're going to charge you $15. And I'm like, okay, lesson learned. Very expensive lesson learned. It cost me $25 because I left my bag in the Uber. But it was $25 well spent to get my stuff back.
And what do you have to say for yourself?
I'm sorry, and it'll never happen again.
So, it's a little after 2 o'clock, and we are on the bus, the CAT bus, the Chatham Area Transit. Did I say that right this time? And we're fixing to take a bus ride over to Wilmington, which is on the other side of the river, which is close to where we are. And we're going to do a little bit of grocery shopping. See you later. Okay, so the bus ride was a little confusing. Their schedules, some of them run on Sundays, and other bus routes do not run on Sundays. But fortunately, the route that we were on brought us to the destination that we really need to come to, and I may have been making a mistake if I had taken the route that I thought I should. So anyhow, worked out real good. We're headed to Walmart over here to pick up a few groceries and a couple other items, and that's how our bus ride went here in Savannah. Yeah. Well, good morning, everyone. It's Art from the Flybridge of the Grand Plan. It is 7 o'clock on the dot, and about 3 or 4 minutes ago we left our berth in Savannah Bend Marina here in Savannah, and we are headed north right now on the Intercoastal Waterway. We will be intercepting the Savannah shipping channel shortly, in another hour or so, and we'll cross the Savannah River and head on to Beaufort, South Carolina today. So we'll show you some sights along the way. And I think I see a dolphin coming toward me here right now, so I'll try to catch him. He's waiting on me, I think. No, it's not a dolphin, it's a crab pot. Oh well. We'll check back in with you later. I'm about to enter the Savannah River. I'm probably half mile away from the river at this point. And I've got it zoomed up, and I hope you can see there's a big freighter. He is inbound to the city of Savannah, to the port of Savannah. And you'd be surprised how fast those things can move. And I'm just going to lay back here about a half mile away, and I'll show you how big he is when he passes me from a half mile away, and you'll understand why I'm giving him the river.
And there's 2x2 coming up on us. He just radioed and said, "Hey, you guys okay?" Because we could see the freighter, but he couldn't. So we let him know what was ahead, and he's standing by as well.
Well, here we go. This is our first container ship encounter here on our Great Loop trip. Today's Monday morning. It is 8:02, and this freighter here, this container ship you see moving inbound on the Savannah River, is I won't call it a hazard of navigation, but for a 36-foot pleasure craft it is. So we're giving him all the river he wants, and after he passes, we're going to cross the river and head on the Intercoastal Waterway on to Hilton Head Island and then to Beaufort, South Carolina today. (9:15) this morning here in Beaufort, South Carolina, and stepped off the boat and decided to walk down the street a little bit, look and see where things are. There is a Publix. It's about a mile walk, no problem. And I needed to get a prescription refilled. And a lot of you probably might wonder how you do that on the loop. Do you have good success at it, that kind of thing. So this was my first try at it, and it worked out great. I decided about a year ago, before we started on the Great Loop, to move on my prescriptions to Walgreens. And because Walgreens, there's pretty much one in every town, close by anyhow. And yeah, all I had to have was the prescription number that's on the bottle. And you can tell them that number, and you just ask them to refill that number at that location where you are. and they can go into their computer system and find it, and yeah, no problem. So got another month's supply of medicine, and everything's good. So that worked out pretty well. Well, good morning to you from Beaufort, South Carolina. It's about 8:30 on a Tuesday morning. Sharon and I got in yesterday afternoon around, I think it was about 1:45 or so, and beautiful cruise all the way up from Savannah yesterday. And we made it here to Lady Island Marina. I think I got that right. And Sharon and I are going to be here for several days. As pretty a morning as it appears to be, the weather forecast here in this area for tonight, beginning about 7 o'clock, is for it to get real ugly. They say there are potential of 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts tonight here, so and heavy rain, 3 inches of rain expected. So yeah, it's going to be ugly tonight, and we're just found us a good place to hold up, and we're just going to hang out here. I'm going to walk down the ramp here, and I'm going to show you the boat. I've got it all prepared, everything except taking the bimini down. It don't like 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, but I've got the boat prepared. I've got all the lines doubled up on it. I've got these big orange fender balls. And by the way, if you plan on doing the loop, you need to invest in some of these things. These balls, I think they're like 24 inches in diameter. Bought them from West Marine. They're tailor-made. These things are bulletproof. They took a beating at St. Simon's Island, so you need to get you some of those. But anyhow, all the lines are doubled up. Fenders are out. Like I said, we'll take down the bimini here in just a little while, and it has already encountered a little smaller rip in it from the winds in St. Simon's Island. And fortunately, here at the marina, there is a canvas repair shop here, and I'm fixing to walk up there and go talk to them and ask them when I take this thing down, can they make a quick little repair? So go see how that goes. Here we go, folks. It's fixing to get nasty. We'll give you a report in the next video. Be sure to like the video and make sure you hit the bell to be notified of our next video. Thanks.